Hello and welcome to the English Podcast Studio, the podcast for learners who want to speak English with more confidence and joy. I'm Lee, and I'm here to help you speak English more naturally, step by step, day by day. I will be speaking slowly and clearly so you can follow me and repeat after me. In today's episode, we're going to talk about something very important, but also a little bit scary for some people: how to prepare for a job interview in English. Even if you feel nervous, even if you are not a native speaker, even if you don't have a lot of work experience, don't worry. Many people think they need to speak perfect English to get a good job, but that's not true. You don't need to use a lot of complex words. You don't need to have a perfect accent. You don't need to speak for hours without a pause. What you need are a few simple, smart steps. Steps that are easy to practice. Steps that help you feel more prepared, more confident, and more professional in your interview. So let's begin. Let's start with a simple question. What is the goal of an English interview? Maybe you have thought about this before. Maybe you haven't. The goal is not just to answer questions. The real goal is to show the company who you are, what you can do, and why you are the best person for the job. Your English is a tool to help you do this. It's not the final goal. Here is how it works. You prepare your answers to common questions. You practice saying them out loud. You focus on being clear and confident, not perfect. Let's try it together. I'll say a phrase and you repeat after me. I am a good communicator. Now you repeat. I am ready to learn. Now you repeat. I can work well with a team. Now you repeat. Very good. That's it. That's the feeling you want. At first it feels a little strange. You may not feel confident. That's okay. Interview practice is not about being perfect the first time. It's about training your brain and your voice to work together under a little bit of pressure. It helps you get used to how English sounds when you are talking about yourself and your skills. If you do this often, even 5 minutes a day, you will start to speak more confidently, more clearly, and more professionally. It's a small habit with big results. Now, let's talk about the main question. How can you prepare for an English interview? Many students tell me, Lee, I want to get the job, but I don't know what to say. I'm always nervous. I feel like my English is not good enough. And I always say, you don't need a lot of time. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need to wait for the right moment. You just need to begin. Let me give you 5 simple and powerful ways to practice for your next English interview in your real life, wherever you are. Tip number 1: research the company. This is the most important step. If you want to impress the interviewer, you must show you are interested in their company. You need to know a little bit about them. Not just their products or services, but their history, their values, and their latest news. So, how can you do it? Go to the company's website and read the About Us page. Look at their social media, read a few recent news articles about them. While you are doing this, read the text aloud to yourself. This helps you get familiar with the English they use. For example, if you see the words innovative solutions, say them out loud. This simple action prepares your mind and your mouth. Tip number 2: prepare your answers to common questions. The interview will have some questions that are always asked. For example, tell me about yourself, or why do you want to work here? Or what are your strengths and weaknesses? You don't need to memorize a long speech. You just need to write down a few bullet points in English for each question. For example, for "Tell me about yourself," you could write, "My name and my current job, my main skills and experience, what I want to do in the future." Now practice saying these points out loud, even if it's just to yourself. Do this daily. Repeat the same points again and again. You will notice that your speaking becomes smoother. Your pronunciation becomes clearer. You feel more confident. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be practiced. Tip number 3. Use the STAR method. This is a very powerful technique for answering questions about your past experience. STAR stands for situation, task, action, and result. Situation. Describe a past situation you were in. For example, in my last job, we had a problem with our project deadline. Task. Describe your task in that situation. For example, my task was to find a new way to finish the project on time. Action. Describe the action you took. For example, so I created a new plan and spoke with the team. Result. Describe the result of your action. For example, as a result, we finished the project 2 days early. This method helps you give clear and organized answers. Start practicing it with simple stories from your past jobs or even your school projects. Tip number 4. Record yourself speaking. This is one of my favorite tips. At the end of the day, open your phone and record yourself speaking. Just talk for 1 minute. Talk about your answers to the common questions or explain why you are interested in the job. It's okay if you make mistakes. No one else has to hear it. This is just for you. When you listen to yourself, you learn. You hear your pronunciation. You hear your grammar. And you will start to notice your common mistakes. And you can fix them next time. This builds confidence, fluency, and self-awareness. Tip number 5. Prepare questions for the interviewer. At the end of the interviewer will always ask, "Do you have any questions for us?" Having questions shows that you are prepared, serious, and truly interested. Prepare at least 3 questions in English. For example, what is a typical day like for this role? Or, what are the biggest challenges for this team? Or, what opportunities are there for professional growth? Write these questions down and practice saying them. This shows that you are not just waiting for the interview to end, but that you are an active and engaged candidate. Bonus tip. Practice your body language. An interview is not just about what you say, it's also about how you say it. Your body language speaks louder than your words. When you practice your English answers, also practice your body language. Sit straight. This shows you are confident. Make eye contact. Look at the person's face. This shows you are honest and engaged. Smile. A small smile can make you seem friendly and approachable. Use your hands naturally. Don't keep them in your pockets. Use them to help you explain your points. Practice this in front of a mirror. It might feel silly, but it will help you feel more comfortable and natural during the real interview. Bonus tip. Listen and clarify. Sometimes you might not understand a question. That's okay. It's better to ask for clarification than to give a wrong answer. Prepare a few simple phrases for this. Could you please repeat that? I'm sorry, could you say that again? I'm not sure I understand the question. Could you explain it differently? Using these phrases shows that you are a good listener. and that you want to give a correct and thoughtful answer. It also gives you a moment to think. Bonus tip: the power of thank you. After the interview, always send a thank you email. This is a very professional and polite step. It shows that you are serious about the job. In your email, you can mention something specific from your conversation. For example, "Thank you for your time today. I really enjoyed our discussion about the team's new project. I am very excited about this opportunity." This simple step can make a big difference and leave a great final impression. Okay, preparing for an English interview is not difficult. It doesn't take much time. You don't need to be a native speaker to do it. And here's the secret: turn small daily actions into interview practice. Instead of just thinking about your answers, say them out loud. Instead of just reading about the company, speak about it. These small actions build strong habits, and strong habits create confident interviewees. So remember, make interview preparations part of your life. Let it be in your phone, your mind, and your voice. Let it be part of who you are, not just what you study. When you do this, the interview will not feel like a test. It will feel like a conversation. And that's when you can truly show your best self. See you next time.